Matt Keller, PGA golf professional at York Indoor Golf and Training Center, York's premier center for golf instruction and club fitting. Today we're going to walk you through how you're going to play the golf courses. So we've selected Kingsbarn in Scotland. It's all the international courses are a little bit easier. There's less trees, and we're going to use this as an example today. So the first thing we're going to do to hit a golf ball, you have to have the ball positioned correctly. It has to be about 5 to 6 inches behind the box to the right for a right-handed player, and about 15 inches down onto the mat. At that point, you're going to see a green light on the box. That means if you see the green light, it's going to register the shot correctly. A couple things that you want to know before you even hit your first shot. So when I look at the screen here, every shot you hit, you're going to always line up right in the middle of the mat and hit perfectly into the screen. You're never going to change your direction and try to aim to the right or to the left based on your shot type. There is a marker that's out in the middle of the screen. It looks like a kind of a barber pole. So that is the directional alignment for every shot. Every shot you hit is going to start at that and draw, hook, fade, or slice off of that alignment stick. So I put the cursor in the middle. It's showing exactly where that marker is. And if you look into the box here to the right, there's 3 green arrows that point directly to that. So my normal shot pattern with a driver would be a little bit of a draw. So I'm actually going to use the arrow key and tap it a couple of times and go to the right. So you can see how the alignment is moving to the right side of the fairway. Now when I hit this shot, it's going to start to the right, and it's going to curve a little bit back to the left. When you look at the screen here, up on the top right, it has player 1. It will have all the players' names in the group. But for this point, it was just me, so it's player 1. To the pin, 354 yards. If you look in the box to the right again, there's a long green line. That is the straightest point between your golf ball and the hole, 354 yards. On the top left, it shows driver. It shows a club selection. That is completely irrelevant. It's using what the computer thinks will be the average person will hit from each shot. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The scorecard is just up on the top left. There's a mulligan button right here. It's not active because I haven't hit a shot yet. If I go over to the right here, elevation 16 feet 8 inches downhill. So it showed me first hole at Kingsbarn, par 4. The handicap index on the hole is 13. Elevation is a huge feature that you want to know. Every shot you hit is going to be yardage plus or minus elevation. So it is never going to penalize you for being in the fescue, in the rough, the bunkers. Every shot you hit is whatever yardage you see plus or minus elevation. If I take the cursor and put it in the box here to the right, it's like a GPS. So it's showing me 269 yards to clear that bunker, and it's 86 yards to the hole. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to play the hole here so you get an idea of how it works. One more thing, tees will go into the mat. So regular tees will definitely go into it. It's great that the tees go into the mat, however, it's not like when you're outside, you can push the tee into the ground as much as you want. It only goes in so far. So right now, that tee is way too high for my preference. So if you have shorter tees, that'll work. And you can also buy some birdie tees at the front desk. It is an easy way to just consistently tee the ball up to a height that you like. So now I'm ready to set up. I'm going to set up directly in the middle of the mat. The ball is going to start at my marker. You don't have to change it. That marker will default down the middle of the fairway and straight at the pin. And it's up to each person if they actually want to change it. So 354 yards. I'm going to go ahead and set up and hit a shot. So there's my little draw. It's coming back to the middle of the fairway. So that drive went 262 yards. So right now, it's lined me up directly at the pin. There's my marker, 96 yards, and I'm 5 feet 10 inches downhill. So it's going to play a little shorter. Now, if I miss the fairway, this wouldn't penalize me for being in the rough, the fescue. Again, every shot, there's no lie penalty on this. Every shot is like being right in the middle of the fairway. So I'm going to hit a shot up to the green. I'm actually going to hit a little longer because I want to demonstrate some putting here. So I'm probably going to hit this about 110 yards. So it flew the green, went about 12 yards too far. I've got a 38-foot putt now. There are a couple putting options you can choose. There's an auto putt where you don't putt at all. It's going to use a formula to calculate your score. The second option is a fast putting mode. Every person will hit one putt, and then it uses a formula however far you are from the hole for the second putt and so on. Right now I have it on a gimme zone, so it's 15 feet. All I have to do is get this putt inside a 15-foot radius of the hole. So if it's short, long, to the right or to the left, you can see there's a grid on the green. It's showing me that there's an elevation of 9 inches uphill, and you can see it's sloping a little bit right to left. So my ball was in my green light area. I'm going to set up. I have to hit it 38 feet to get it to the hole. I just have to get it within 15 of the hole. So that one only went about 19. I'm 20 feet to the hole. One more putt should do it. Got my green light. I can see the slope is 4 inches uphill, and you can see the ball's kind of moving a little right to left. Came up about 14 feet, a few feet short, but I'm in my gimme zone, and it automatically kicks me over to the next hole. So one more thing, I'm going to demonstrate if for some reason a shot doesn't work out the way you planned. So maybe it read it, the launch monitor picked up the shot wrong. Maybe I accidentally kicked the ball and it picked that up as a hit. So I'm going to demonstrate the mulligan button here. The mulligan button is only active after you've hit a shot. If you're with a twosome or a threesome, if player one hits the shot or kicks the ball by accident and it picks the shot up, so it's going to go to player two, player three. You have to wait until it's your turn again. So now you can see there's a blue M up on the top left here. So I'm going to hit the mulligan button, and it's going to take me right back to the tee box. So now I'm back to the second hole, first shot, 160 yards. It's a par 3, 16 feet, 3 inches downhill, and again, all my information is up on the screen.